Nice drop-off pass. That's presence of mind to, one, know where your teammate is, but two, to know who that teammate is and what they can do. And that's what Brittany Johnson does very well, shoot the three. So Samantha, with her waiters gear on, just serving her teammates up thus far.
Averages just under 7 assists a game. She's the all-time assist leader here at Ohio State, 3rd in the nation in assists per game, and a finalist for the Nancy Lieberman Award for the top point guard in the country. Little up and under move wouldn't go, and then a fight for the loose ball. Now coming up, our Home Depot halftime report. Trey Wingo and company will check out highlights of Texas Marquette, Navy DePaul, and as well Tennessee Martin and the 2-seed Duke.
Ohio State is slowly building this lead. But UCF.
Oh, man.
Staying aggressive.
Rain scraper there by Rika Judge, who nails the three, and now a 10-point game.
With contact in the post.
Get Erica Jones on that foul, her first.
Team foul number 8.
8th team foul on UCF, so Lavender at the line. She gets the front end. Chantel Lavender, an 81% free throw shooter, and obviously nice when your post player knocks down her free throws.
That's right. Just no weaknesses in her game, and just relentless attack on the opposing squad.
Caldwell spinning, hanging, and she's fouled.
Jaleesa does not mind putting her nose in the fray. She is not afraid of contact. Spin move in the paint. Drew the contact there. Playing some of her best basketball this season right now.
Average 10 points, 4 rebounds. Has come on of late.
Johnson and Ashley Adams. In for Allison Jackson and Amber Stokes. In for
Nate
the
Daniels
Knights,
will grab a
number 11
seat.
is Kelly.
Again, a Central Florida team that is undersized, but only being out-rebounded by 1 so far in this game.
And it's been interesting, John, to see Central Florida really not pressure the basketball, and I think that's out of respect for Samantha and Taylor Hill.
Hill lost it out of bounds, but it's deflected with 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Ohio State will have the final shot, and they lead by 10, and Jim Foster is going to call timeout.
Ohio State.
Chantel Lavender, we talked about her in the open, and she has been as advertised.
Well, 16 points in the first half. And what you're seeing is a score that takes what the defense gives her. And so she's got to go get it off the glass. She can. If you leave her open for the jumper, she can stick it. She hits her free throws. She runs the court. She's got great hands, and she knows how to finish. Chantel Lavender, one of the best to ever play college basketball.
16 and 8 so far, and all-time leader in points, rebounds, field goals made, and including today, 134 consecutive games in double figures. That, by the way, an NCAA record. There she is from a little deeper out, can't hit. And UCF the board. Patrick, little double clutch, won't go, and that is the way the first half will end. Ohio State leading by 10, the 4 seed trying to advance offensively in the first half. But Stephen, first 5 minutes or so pretty crucial for UCF in this one here to start the second.
No doubt about it. UCF has done a really good job on the glass. They're tied with Ohio State 19 all. But Danae Daniels has really got to get going. Ohio State did a very good job on her. Only 4 points in the first half. She's got to get going, and they need to maybe cause some turnovers because they can get some easy looks.
And again, down 10. Now this right at the start could be a little bit of a danger zone. In fact, we saw it kind of in our first game, Georgia Tech and Bowling Green. It was a one-point game to start the second half, and the Yellow Jackets just came out and blitzed Bowling Green. Patrick way off the mark. Offensive rebound. That won't go. Another offensive rebound, and she's able to put it home.
Oh, by Aisha Patrick.
Well, Coach Jim Foster of Ohio State is not going to be very pleased with Ashley Adams in that particular sequence. She allowed 2 offensive rebounds because she was flat-footed. She didn't pursue the basketball.
For Hallis, that wouldn't go. She takes it away and lays it in.
Playing with that fire that we love to see. Was upset with herself, but didn't give up on the play.
Chelsea Wiley, nice crossover, and then the step back. The jumper is good.
That's a good shot from 15 feet. You get in, point right at the front of the rim. It's a go-to move. You saw how comfortable she was getting to that shot.
Chelsea Wiley, the senior from Riviera Beach, Florida. Career milestone there, 500th career field goal. Turnover, and it's UCF basketball, 8-point game.
Jim Foster with a look of disbelief at his freshman, Ashley Adams. Not asked to do a lot with Jantel Lavender along with her on the front line, but gotta make her presence felt.
And that one kicked out of bounds by Chelsea Wiley. Joy Williams in her 4th year as the head coach at UCF. For the Knights, 4th overall NCAA appearance. Meanwhile, Ohio State going to the big dance now 9 straight years.
Ohio State's been the gold standard in the Big Ten. And you have a 1-2 punch for Hallis and Lavender. You can really establish some dominance.
Ohio State foul number 42, Jantel Lavender.
They get Jantel Lavender with the foul. That is number 1 on Lavender. Oh, deep 3, and that one knocked down by Aisha Kelly. 16 points.
Well, we talked about UCF needing to come out of the halftime locker room with some fire. That's what we've seen in the first 2.5 minutes.
Lavender from deep gets it to go. Nice touch.
Tell you what, boy, it's got to be demoralizing. You look up and you almost have a sigh of relief because she's shooting outside the paint.
Oh, rebound to Daniels, and she gets fouled. UCF undersized, doing a pretty good job on the boards.
Jantel Lavender taking what the defense gives her. Oh, okay. You didn't read the scouting report? Take that one with you. Jantel Lavender showing you her complete game.
That was impressive. So Danae Daniels, the senior from Atlanta, gets the first. Second team All-Conference USA this year.
Replacing Ashley Adams.
You see Jim Foster right there talking to his freshman, letting her know in no uncertain terms that effort right there is unacceptable.
Foster stays pretty even on that sideline. That demeanor, very calm. Lavender, what a great look at it. Rebound, Patrick. For Hallis, a steal. For Hallis, the layup.
Her anticipation skills, John, are so good that she's running like, hey, I'm going back on deep, boom, I got you. She is so crafty.
Foul line jumper, in and out. And a rebound, Taylor Hill.
UCF getting good looks.
Perhalis. Great feed for Lavender. She sees the court so well. Ohio State comes up with it. Schulze back to Perhalis. At the rim. And she will shoot two.
Asia Patrick is getting overwhelmed right now. Being sped up a little bit, trying to handle the basketball. She's had some critical turnovers. And just when UCF was trying to get some rhythm here in the second half, Samantha was like, enough of that. Let me put my stamp on this game right now.
Erica Jones checks back in. A little more height now down low for UCF. Ohio State has led by as many as 13 in this one. The lead is back up to 10, and Perhalis now with a dozen.
Asia Patrick wisely advances the basketball instead of trying to go one-on-one up the floor against Taylor Hill.
Perhalis poked it away for a moment, but Patrick able to put it down.
Patrick, despite those turnovers there, is still very confident and still very aggressive. Joy Williams gives her team a lot of confidence.
Look at Perhalis tracking it down, finds Lavender, and now Hill, wide open three. And eventually, Cent.Florida up with it. Daniels ahead of the pack, lays it in, and that was very aggressive by the Knights.
Wow, Asia Patrick with the outlet pass, looking like Jantel Lavender on that play right there.
UCF making a little run here, trailing it by 6, under 15 to go second half.
The Knights from Conference USA showing a little hard here.
And they get an offensive foul. Cent.Florida pushing up ahead today, Daniels.
In for UCF, number 5, Nate Carter.
All right, Trey, here in Columbus, 6-point game, the 4 seed and the 13 seed. John Shelby, Stephen Bardo here. Ohio State, winners of 9 in a row coming in. UCF's won 11 straight. There's Jantel Lavender, just so tough, 22 points. The nation's 5th leading scorer at 22.7 on the year.
When she gets that close without a double team, she's going to finish. Good set play out of the timeout by the Buckeyes.
Hill to Schulze in the corner. Lavender, she just caught it too deep. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop her if she catches it that low.
And they're splitting UCF out. Where Schulze had it on the wing, you've got to go out and guard her because she can shoot the 3, pulls the defense, and then has one-on-one for Lavender.
Jones traveled, it's a turnover.
A little while ago, we were talking about Samantha Perhalis right there and her ability to anticipate. Look at her right there, honing in. Beautiful slap on the timing of Asia Patrick's bounce, and then the finish. Those are the type of plays that take good teams to being great.
Lavender on the baseline, and they get the block. The NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship presented by Capital One continues tonight at 6:30. There's some of the games you might see, including the 2-seed Notre Dame against the 15-seed Utah, and number 1 Stanford in action as well. And all games available on ESPN3.com. Schulze in the corner. Stokes feed inside of the baseline. Perhalis.
You made a point, John, earlier in the game about 9 buckets off 6 assists. That's when Ohio State is playing at their best, when they're sharing the basketball. And Lavender can draw double teams. And then a smart play by Samantha to cut baseline. Watch Lavender draw all that traffic. Nice cut. That's simple basketball. 17 assists on 24 field goals by Ohio State.
Well, the lead back to 12, UCF basketball. And Danae Daniels had her shot blocked. It'll stay with UCF though.
There's Ron Stokes, father of Amber Stokes. Ron is the current voice, color radio of Ohio State men's basketball. Was quite a player in his day.
The last bucket by Chelsea Wiley. And she is now the all-time leader in three-pointers made for Central Florida. Lavender is fouled on the floor.
Ninth foul, number 10, Asia Patrick, her second, team foul number 4.
Well, coverage of the Division I Men's Basketball Championship continues today on CBS, TNT, and TBS. For more info on game times and listing, go to NCAA.com. This one team has already advanced to the Sweet 16. Kentucky win over West Virginia.
You may not always agree with what John Calipari does, but one thing that he does as well as any coach in America, he gets his guys to play hard. Anytime you go up against the Kentucky Wildcats, you know that you're in for quite a battle. And that's saying something playing a Bob Huggins team, because they go as hard as anyone in the country as well.
No one out of bounds, and it's UCF basketball down by 11. 11:56 to go, second half, and it's our under 12 media timeout in Columbus. Without a national title, and fourth on that list, Jim Foster. You got Andy Landers at Georgia, Vivian Stringer, Gail Gestenkors. He's fourth on that list. All right, let me ask you, not to get too far ahead, but his team was ranked in the top 10 to begin the year, fell on hard times. He thinks they're playing their best basketball of the year. Could they challenge, if it got to that point, a 1 seed like Tennessee?
Oh, I definitely think they could challenge. They have a 1-2 punch as good as any in the country when you talk about Perhalis and Lavender. And Brittany Johnson, the way that she's shooting the basketball right now, they've got a number of weapons. It's just that they've come upon some tough times. One of those early round losses for Ohio State, Coach Foster was telling us his team got a case of food poison. Had to go into a second round game with less than 100%. So they've had some tough breaks, but they've got an opportunity to put all that behind this season.
Nice back tap there by Amber Stokes, Ohio State basketball. Just gorgeous on the offensive end. You know, Bill Self with Kansas talks about the idea of balls sticking, meaning move the basketball. You don't want any ball stoppers, and the ball never sticks with Ohio State. It just moves and moves and moves.
And that's why they get such high percentage shots, and they're so difficult to defend. You can't key in on one player. A lot of times teams build their attack to try to slow down Jantel Lavender, but when the ball's moving like that, Johnson, Stokes, Schulze all get an opportunity.
Turnover there. Ohio State leading by 9 as we close in on the 10-minute mark in Columbus from St. John Arena. 9th turnover on the Buckeyes.
When you're in the tournament and you're letting a lower seed hang in there, Crowd getting a little restless here in Columbus.
Ohio State foul number 21, Samantha Perhalis.
They get Samantha Perhalis with her second.
Chelsea Wiley shooting 2.
5 team fouls at Ohio State, 4 on UCF. Wiley, good free throw shooter at 80%.
For the Buckeyes, Allison Jackson and Taylor Hill replacing Sarah Schulze and Brittany Johnson.
Schulze and Johnson will sit. Wiley at the line. Chelsea Wiley actually has already graduated, right now pursuing a master's in criminal justice. So congratulations to her. On the Ohio State side, tomorrow, Jantel Lavender will graduate.
That's what this game and this experience is really about. Student athletes coming in as youngsters and leaving prepared to go on and be successful in life, and their experience on the basketball court. There's no greater tool to prepare young people for the real world than basketball, in my opinion.
Now to slow it down a little bit.
There's zone right now for UCF. Matchup zone, trying to sink in a little bit.
Jackson now. The give off Hill, 3 of the shot clock, and an air ball out of bounds. Well, the skate towards the Frozen Four is about to begin. Join John Buccigross, Barry Melrose, and Sean Richland as they unveil the Division I men's ice hockey field tomorrow morning, 11:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Find all the information and every championship at NCAA.com.
Well, the Knights continue to hang around.
Over and back, a turnover. And again, it's really for Joy Williams' team, it's been around 7 to 10 points. Yeah, it went off of Nate Carter's foot. But it stayed between about 7 and 10. At some point, if they're really going to put the pressure on the Buckeyes, they're going to make a little push.
Yeah, I like what they've done here. They've gone to a zone to try to make Ohio State beat them over the top.
Allison Jackson with that jumper.
Allison found the crease in the defense there.
Great block. That one out of bounds. Ohio State ball. Amber Stokes picked up the block.
Amber stunting like her daddy right there. Amber Stokes along the baseline showing you some defensive prowess. Even at a guard, she goes down in the post area to provide that defensive support. So Ohio State right now, 4-guard attack around Jantel Lavender to try to match up a little bit better with the Knights.
Lavender couldn't hit the 3, and look at Stokes flying in, offensive rebound. And the fans really appreciate it at St. John Arena.
Top 4 seeds in an NCAA tournament have players that can come off the bench that don't necessarily score a lot of points, but make plays to give their teams multiple opportunities. Amber Stokes is doing just that for Ohio State.
Inside, Perhalis gets loose. 16 for the point guard from New York.
So young viewers watching the game, you don't always have to score points. If you can defend and hustle and share the basketball and really know how to play, you can get time on the floor.
That one out of bounds. And UCF ball, 7:02 to go, second half. Buckeyes by 11. Chantel Lavender, the Buckeyes lead by 11. We take a look at today's Capital One Cup impact performance.
Talking about the only player in the country from a Power 6 conference to win Player of the Year all 4 years. Chantel Lavender showing you everything that she does for her team, and while they're number 4 seed here in the tournament, step out, shoot the jumper, hit you with the post move, runs the floor as well as any post player in the nation. Chantel Lavender does a little bit of everything.
Good hands there. Taylor Hill speeding up ahead, and she's fouled. She is quick with the basketball.
Number 21, Chelsea Wiley.
Really
team foul
fast and
number 5.
quick, and 5'10".
Taylor Hill is shooting 2.
5'10". She's very good size from the guard position. Excuse me.
Great defensive player, and 78% from the free throw line, and I just jinxed it. Patrick using the screen from Daniels, and inside they get a travel.
Ohio State substitution.
And a reminder, the NCAA Division I Women's Championship presented by Capital One continues 4 Eastern on ESPN2. There's a look at some of the games you'll see, including Arizona State Temple, Iowa Gonzaga, and later on as well St. John's and Texas Tech. Tough end of the year for our buddy Steve Lavin and St. John's on the men's side as they lost to Gonzaga in the second round.
I'm not so sure that I was really surprised at that, because DJ Kennedy, their leading rebounder for St. John's, was hurt in the Big East Conference tournament, and they came in a little short-handed against a Gonzaga team that's playing their best basketball of the year.
Bucket by Allison Jackson. The lead is up to 14, and just about 6 to go. UCF is going to need to find some hoops
quickly, and some early opportunities, because lately they haven't been able to penetrate half-court D of Ohio State.
Kelly couldn't hit a 3. Perhalis backs it out. And that'll go. 30 points and 10 rebounds for Chantel Lavender. And Perhalis just continues to find her over and over again. For Lavender, her 75th career double-double.
The NCAA Women's